What does it take to make over $2,000 on eBay for big profits? So first of all, you have to have determination, and you got to be able to be willing to lose a little bit of sleep, because it does take time, and sometimes you have to put in some longer hours. So my wife and I have been doing this now seriously since just about the middle of April, end of April. We started listing back on eBay. I had an eBay account for almost 20 years now, and I had bought and sold things back and forth. That was a time frame in about 4 years ago, to where I sold a few things, mostly bowling balls, because I was really into bowling. However, after some time, and I also started my own online business for a while, so that took away from eBay, and I just started going back to eBay just by chance. I was going through Goodwill and found some good deals on some old tin toys, and I was able to double the amount that I paid for them in just a matter of 24 hours. So basically I invested $60, and I was able to sell them 3 items for over $120. So basically turned a $60 profit on each one. And then it was on the same week my wife and I were walking through Walmart, and we saw some hunting and fishing items for sale, and we picked them up for pennies. Basically it was 25 cents, $1. There was 2 bows we picked up for $50 that sold for $170 on the other Walmarts. So long story short, we picked all those items up. I think it was I want to say somewhere around about $150 worth, and we're able to churn a profit of over $1,000 for the items that we picked up. So we started looking at eBay a little more seriously. Now, to get to $2,000 a day for profits, or for big profits on eBay, we had to look at different options. So we started going to more Goodwills, more yard sales. We did go to some department stores such as Walmart and Target and so on, try to look for deals, things on sale, and we did find a couple good items on sale. However, those were kind of slow movers. Now Walmart, the yard sales, Goodwill, other thrift stores, now those we make some really good profits from. There was a time about a month ago, we were driving up to the Georgia mountains, and we happened to stop at a yard sale, and the people there had things super cheap, and they were new items. And after talking to the person that owned the house, come to find out he had a warehouse to where he buys things directly from the return center, and for department stores, and they get them in truckfuls. And we were able to hook up with them, go to their warehouse, and since then we've been able to really turn some big profits. But we have also been losing sleep. So if you see behind me, this is just one day's worth of purchases, and a couple of big items, a couple of small ones, some mediums. But with this kind of volume, it's easy. We've since we started doing that, just to give you some ideas, when we only had about 50 items on eBay, I was making sales, maybe 2 or 3 sales a week, if that. And then once I started bumping up the amount of items that we had, I started making more sales. So for 100 items, I might have got maybe 2 items some days. And then once we started getting over the 200 mark, that's where we started seeing some better movement on the things that we sold. So it's a matter of volume and the price that you can get it for as well. So once we started getting closer to 300, then we started seeing more like 6 item days, $100 days plus. And in the last week, we've hit $200 days, we've hit $300 days, just for having about 350 items on eBay. So that gives you an idea how many items you need to have, and your price point has to be right as well. Now, it's not just a matter of buying the items, listing them on eBay, and then getting them out to ship. You also have to do your research. Yeah, you have to also be able to show your items, so you have to display it. So one thing we did, we went ahead and got an eBay store. We started off with the cheaper one, $25 a month. We bumped it up to $75 a month, which gives you 1,000 items, free buy it now items, compared to the 250 buy it now items for $25. And Also, since I've been doing business online, I also had multiple social media accounts, and I'm able to show my items, display them with sharing through my social media accounts, and that's how I get so many views. So in just the last month, in the last 30 days, we made over $2,000 on eBay, and this was in sales. So for that, I got over 166,000 impressions and over 6,000 views on my items. So that's what it takes to make over $2,000 on eBay. So to get that, you have to have a pretty good following on social media, and you have to share. So I do have some Facebook accounts. Well, I have one Facebook account, but I have multiple Facebook fan pages. I also display my items on Pinterest and on Twitter. And there's certain ways to do that. You can't just set up an account and share your items. You have to actually have specified or what's called niche type accounts as well, so that when you display the items, you send it out to people that you think may be interested in what you have. So if it's something you don't have, I would suggest that you find somebody who does have multiple social media accounts, large followings as well. And if you can do it for free, that's great, but most of the time you have to pay for something like that. But that does help you get some more views on your items. And with doing that, you actually kind of get around, actually you do get around having to pay for promotions on eBay to list your items. Because eBay is not only a place to list your items, but it's also somewhere where you can promote your items. Besides your store, you can pay eBay to get your listings on top of other, basically, to the rest of the listings. And you can get more sales that way. Now, there's other things that you can do to get more items out the door and make a profit. But this is what we do. And I'll keep you up to date with my videos on how we keep growing and how we keep on making a bigger profit with our sales on eBay and how we do it. So yeah, if you like this video, be sure to leave some likes and comments. If you have any questions, be sure to leave those as well. And don't forget to subscribe so you can catch my next video. You guys have a great day.